Hello and good afternoon. My name is Gerald Reynolds, and this is my presentation on visually persuading your viewer. Robin Landis states that people are attracted visually to images that show cultures to which they belong. Wherefore, for Carl's answer, I would have to say that the image on the left we could use for places such as Miami, because of the diversity and the people are used to seeing diversity in the hospitals there. We could use the image on the right for places like New York and Denver, because we're used to seeing people in coats and we just automatically assume and associate it with cold weather because we're used to cultural familiarity of being in coats as being cold. For Daniel, I'd have to answer, we can't just use images of families because not all patients have families. We'd have to show a range of pictures in which cultural familiar to them, which is the image on the image on the left is a lady by herself with no family. And then the image on the right is a little girl and her mom seeing a nurse practitioner or a nurse. To answer Caleb, I would have to say that not all patients want to see people playing outside. For example, if I was a patient, I would want to see a facility and the success stories. When it comes to showing patients what they want to see, Robin Landis says that images need to be needs to be evaluated to make sure it's not framing a bad impact and make sure it's showing a good impact. As you see in the picture on the left, shows the follow-up visit with a doctor, and the patient is happy and framing out a good scenario or a good vibe for our viewers. The picture on the right is showing us framing out the facility and how much care each patient's getting, where you see a doctor talking to this lady in the wheelchair and the nurse wheeling this lady to her next room. For Heather answer, I would have to say it goes back to framing the perspective. The patients want to see the facility itself, what we have to offer, and the amount of care that we give to our patients. So therefore, showing a picture of one of our rooms and, the updated equipment that we use and how spacious it is and how clean it is. Not only that, but, just walking one of the patients down the hall for going for a stroll, just shows the viewers and the future patients what type of facility we are. Last but least, for Samuel's answer, I would have to say that Robin Landis says that emotional appearance engages viewers and enables them to remember the message more readily and can be the most effective way to get a point across. This is why I chose the top picture, because it shows that the emotional aspect of it shows the lady is either just came out of surgery, about to go in surgery, or this is a follow-up visit, and she's happy and joking with the doctor, and the nurse is smiling itself. Therefore, it's showing us a emotional image of a good time and an enjoyable time. And then the picture on the right bottom shows the state-of-the-art trial lab which gets an emotional rise from patients, a good emotional rise from patients, because they want to see the newest, latest, and greatest technology in medical, and our facility might be known for our trial lab, and patients might want to come because they emotionally are attached to having the best care and stories that come behind the trial lab itself. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.